Hi, it's Kai. How are you? Hope that you're having a fantastic day. I am going to do a collective reading, so setting up the space. I feel the need to sage. I'm going to go ahead and sage. Um, I don't know, it just feels like I should. But I hope you're doing well. How are you? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Well, let's see what kind of reading we get for you today. And I'm gonna just start off by like breathing a little bit, meditating. Just breathe with me as I light this sage. And just breathe. I was just outside, so now I'm cleansing the energy off of me. And also, I don't know, I just feel called to, I don't usually do this, but I do today. So, um, maybe you need a cleansing. Maybe you have just cleansed or you just cleaned your space. Everything in this reading is significant. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Please allow your intuition to guide you and your inner knowing to guide you at this time. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for allowing us to join together today on this YouTube video. If you clicked on this video, thank you so much. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you feel called to. Leave a comment in the box as you feel that you resonate with the messages. I'm going to go ahead and start drawing cards for us. Okay, for the collective, my collective. Okay, so there's a lot going on in your world. This King of Cups keeps coming out in reverse. But what we have here is a Ten of Swords, so the Judgment, King of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. Something has totally ended. I'm trying to get clarity on this King of Cups. I might have to draw more cards later. Sorry for the long pause. I am just reading the cards. But basically, something is definitely starting over for you. So like you may have just gone through a really difficult time. In your mind, like maybe trying to figure a lot out with your life right now, or trying to put together a lot of different pieces. There's something that you have surrendered to. You might be feeling like you're in the flow state. That is something that I talked about earlier on my TikTok, the flow state. So you might be in a space where like you're doing things, but you're not overthinking how you're doing it, or when you do it, you're just doing it as you feel called to. It feels like you have ended a certain cycle in your mind, or a certain, like I said, way of thinking and way of thinking about the world. And I think it's because of this new beginning. 10 is a 1 and a 0. Those are the like that's like the code to life, right? It's an ending and also a beginning. It's a understanding that everything is everything, while also understanding that you're able to create whatever it is that you desire. So it feels like you're finally in a space where you've exhausted all the other options on how to live life or how to analyze your life, and you've decided that the only thing to do now is to be. And I think also because of the work that you put in, you've done all the work, you've done the things, so there is nothing else to overthink. With this Judgment card here, it feels like you're bringing in something that you deserve because of the work that you've done. So as I look at this card, there are a lot of people who look burdened or like they've been through a lot. and they're being called. They're being called for something greater. They're being called to a mountaintop. They're even coming out of boxes. So you might have felt boxed in. And so I believe that there's an invitation for you. The King of Cups in reverse. This is the card that I was meditating on the most because it keeps coming out and I'm wondering what it means. What it means to me at this time, there might have been a situation where you felt like you were not able to fully be yourself or fully invite people into your life. It feels like you were not able to feel comfortable being vulnerable. Maybe you were around people or situations that did not allow you to offer your gifts. It feels like you're a big energy, especially with like this Ten of Swords. You're someone who's very intelligent. You're someone who's very expanded. And you're maybe in a situation right now, or you have been in situations where you feel closed off and not able to be the fullest expression of yourself. So with this with the King of Cups in reverse, it feels like you might have been around like narcissistic energy or people who wanted your energy but didn't know how to reciprocate it. And so it closed you off, right? It made you decide that you're not going to give yourself anymore because people were not giving to you. It feels like the world might have felt very harsh to you as of recently. I'm being drawn to this dragon. Protection. Maybe you felt a lack of protection. I know that an open heart is protection. So if you felt closed off, you might now be realizing that that's also what put you in the box in the first place. You're learning to open up though, because we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So you're definitely being offered a new opportunity, a new reality. You are finally learning, or at least you're doing the work in the physical world, and then because of that you're going to be offered something, a gift, an offering, or some sort of new beginning in your physical world. This is real life proof of the work that you've been doing internally. So we start off this reading with the Ten of Swords, right? It's like you've exhausted the mental aspects of yourself. So it's almost like your spirit has no choice but to now create a physical version of what you've created in your mind. With this Judgment call, there's definitely something that you have no control over in this next chapter. There's this offering, you don't get to reject it, basically. With this King of Cups in reverse, you might have been rejecting love, abundance, resonance, because you were not resonating with your own self, or you were not connected to your heart space. You were not connecting the mind and the heart. You were only in the mind. But Spirit is saying that there's something coming in to offer you a solution for that. You don't have to even think of the solution. The solution is coming to you. Okay, I'm gonna pull more cards. That feels like I'm finally at a full circle moment with that. You might also be in a full circle moment right now, where you're like, oh, that's why I had to go through all of those things. Wow. It's like someone is, so I have the Knight of Wands came out with the Three of Swords. It's like someone's coming to work on your heart. Wow. Someone is coming to work on your heart. Aw. Is this a love reading? I did a love reading yesterday or 2 days ago on my YouTube. This might be a love reading. But it might not be a love reading. It could be. Take it as it resonates. But definitely you're having something come in. This is not something that you have to, and it's like with this Three of Swords, it's like you might still feel closed off, so you might not be resonating with this message right now. You might feel like you don't deserve, or like you're not ready for this. But something's coming in very quickly that you cannot control. Oh, evil witch laugh. You can't help what's about to happen, babes. Like, there's somebody coming in to heal the masculine part of you. I'm hearing that. Usually you would think, like, because it's a maybe masculine energy coming in, that maybe, but no, I think something's coming in to heal the masculine part of you, the part of you that was overthinking, overanalyzing, trying to control your reality or your circumstances to the point of exhaustion. There's something coming in to help you ease that part of yourself and also recalibrate that part of yourself. You're not getting rid of the masculine side, you're just healing it. But someone's coming in, someone or something, but I think it's someone. I'm going to go ahead and stick with someone. There's an offering for a new reality with this Ace of Pentacles, but I think the offering is like someone coming in to show you with their actions how life is supposed to be, how life can be. 1111 was just on the timer. 1111. That is a new, like, exactly. Oh my gosh, that's a new vision of your life. Someone's coming in to show you what life could be like. You might be feeling like blocked in that way. Like you don't even know how to remember. You don't know how to visualize or how to remember. Remember. You don't know how to remember yourself. You used to be a little more carefree. You used to be a little more relaxed and easygoing, and you don't know how to remember that. Someone is coming in to show you with their actions and who they are as a person. They're coming in to show you what it looks like in real life, so you don't have to try to figure it out. You might be feeling like right now you don't even know what you want, or you don't know, like, you're just unclear on how to move forward. Spirit is moving you forward. Thank you, Spirit. Thanks. Beautiful. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards just to clarify. Let's see if there's any messages. This one popped out. So it's something like exciting. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So basically what's blocking you is you feeling like you have to, okay, I think Spirit is wanting you to, this is the second 10 card that came out. Overwhelm. You are needing to, you gotta allow for Spirit to come in. Basically, Spirit is saying when you're in this energy of taking on challenges that you don't have to take on, doing things that no one asked you to do, I'm not trying to read, I mean, I am trying to read you, but doing things that you just don't have to be doing, that's what's kind of like not allowing for this energy to come in, this, for Spirit to come in and change your life. This Chariot in reverse is like, it's almost like maybe someone might already be looking at you, or they might already know you or be ready to come in, but they don't feel like they can because they're like, I don't even know how. This person's always busy, or this person's always doing things. I don't know how to help them with, I don't want to stop them from what they're doing, but I do want to come in. So it's like, because when I said chariot, that might be a relevant song. I forgot, what is that? Oh Chariot by like some white guy, I forgot. From like American Idol maybe. Back in the day, like when American Idol was a thing. I don't know. Look that song up. But it's like someone's trying to come in, but they can't come in while you're looking down. It's like you can't see up while looking down, the song Optimistic. You can't see up while you're looking down. So it's like someone's like, hey, see how everything's upside down? Like he's looking down, they're looking up, and it's just like two ships passing in the night. So like I said, there might be something about you already knowing someone, or someone already being in your orbit, and they don't know how to quite come in because you're and even if they're not looking at you specifically, the energetic code that you exist in right now and the one that they're existing in don't coincide. So it's like you might be at Kroger and they're at Kroger at the same exact time, but you never even saw them because your mind sent you to the milk section. but their spirit took them to the produce. And then your mind took you to the back part of the store, and their spirit took them to the front part of the store. And so you went like this all throughout the store because your energy is not matched up, because you're so busy trying to I know that sounds really like really, but no, like really. That's how energy works. Your energy is you. You have to get on the frequency, and I'm not saying that you need to maybe you do need to change your routine up. This might be a time for you to change your routine up. But what I mean is, like, when you go into the store, take a deep breath. And when you exhale, put a little smile on your face and totally change your energy. If you typically go in the store and you're in and out and you're just trying to get what you get, just go look at a section you never look at. Just for fun. Just enjoy life more. And I'm not saying you're going to meet somebody at a grocery store. Maybe you will. But I'm saying that everything you do needs to be more open. You got to open up your energy field to receive. You have to stop feeling like everything is just the thing you're doing. No, everything you're doing is magical, it's beautiful, and every moment is an opportunity for this chariot to come in. Thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna pull literally 2 more cards. They keep coming out in bunches, but I'm like, I just want like 1 or 2, like, thank you, Spirit, 1 or 2 cards, please. Just to button up this message. Okay, 1 card, there we go. 5 of Cups. I'm holding your hand when I say this. You are guided. You are loved. Everything that happened in your past did happen for a reason. But that doesn't mean you have to hold on to it. There might be something that you're holding on to that's keeping you from this new reality. Something you're emotionally attached to, maybe someone you're emotionally attached to, and it's keeping you from moving forward. You might be spending a lot of energetic time on the past. You might be spending a lot of energy on reminiscing or wishing, hoping, wishing things would have gone differently, gone better, disappointed in the people around you, disappointed in how people handled you. And I'm leaving a space there because the grieving process is a process. There's no need to rush it. And I think even in this message right now, I don't want to tell you to hurry up and grieve. That's not the answer. I asked Spirit for 1 more card, right? This is the card that came out. The 5 of Cups. A card having to do with the flow of emotion, the change of emotion, the passing of emotion, the depth of emotion. And he's watching things spill away. These cups, they're spilling out, right? The river is flowing. Rivers flow in a certain direction, right? So like, you have to allow it to flow. You can't stop it. You can look at it and you can stare at it and you can allow yourself to feel washed away and cleansed as these emotions flow. You don't have to rush it, but just be aware that you're grieving something. You're grieving an old version of yourself. You're grieving old relationships, old realities, situations that didn't work out, ways that you were treated that you didn't deserve. Allow it to flow. Allow it to flow. Allow it to flow. Allow yourself to be cleansed. And what that means is allow the emotions to come. Don't ignore them, because when you push it down, you're not allowing it to flow. You have to allow it to flow. And when you do, there will become a time where everything is still. And you get a sense of clarity. I'm going to pull from this deck really quickly. You get a sense of clarity. And you no longer feel stuck. And you no longer feel like you're grieving. Even though you might still be. Grieving doesn't have to be negative all the time. It can feel like a cleansing. It can feel like, okay, let me cry so I can get it out. So I can get it out. So I can get it out and get up the next day and be okay. And you will be. You're becoming an expert in this emotional alchemy. And that's what's going to invite this in. It's not from spiritual bypassing. It's not through pretending like you're okay. It's through experiencing life as it is today, right now. It's through going in the grocery store, being uncomfortable with the fact that there's a long line and being okay with it. Or not even being okay with it, but just accepting it. Accepting the anger, accepting the frustration, accepting the grief, accepting the sadness. And through that, we can move through the waters. We can go through the depths of the sea. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And ride the waves. Lady Portia, that is your card for the day. We're going to go ahead and read it. It's purple. Purple keeps coming up, and I'm wearing purple today. That might be lavender purple, might be significant for you. Lady Portia, divine order. It says, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. There's flowers here that I'm called to look at. They look like very like light flowers, like feathery, soft flowers. There does feel like to be a softness in this reading in general, a cleansingness. Like in the beginning I was saging, I was cleansing. Something about softness. A lesson is unfolding. I'm going to go ahead and read it out the book. JJK. I love pulling these after my readings because it just gives so much clarity and confirmation. It gives a lot of confirmation. But it says, this powerful goddess is a figure of justice and peace. She brings order and opportunity to every experience. As a lord of karma, she also regulates the law of cause and effect. She helps us recognize the impact of our judgments. Did I not pull the judgment card? Okay. She helps us realize the impact of our judgments, choices, and actions on ourselves and the world. She is the twin flame of Saint Germain, so is strongly connected to the violet flame energy. Together, these twin flames can work as overseers of legal situations. Justice is an energy that's about honoring everyone involved rather than punishing bad behavior. Lady Portia helps us to do what is right morally and spiritually for our soul's growth. That's an interesting one. Justice is an energy that is about honoring everyone involved rather than punishing bad behavior, because it's about the principle of justness happening. If you do something wrong and there's consequences for that, that's good for you. You get to learn through the consequences. If there were no consequences, you'd never grow, you'd never learn. Justice is about what's right in the order of things. So yeah, divine order. Divine order is coming in for you. So everything that you deserve is on its way. Anyways, that was going to be a segue that wasn't necessary, but yeah, everything's on its way. Extended message. Right now, a call for justice is being brought into your space. This is what it says. This is what it says, you guys. This is why I love pulling these cards at the end, because I'm just like, look, it's coming for you. Right now, a call for justice is being brought into your space. Even if this means you'll lose out, there really is no loss in the highest state of truth. Act from the heart. We just talked about that. See the other person's point of view and surrender your pride so that you are coming from a loving space. Didn't I just say love is protection? And that's clarity. Thank you, Spirit, because that was clarity on the King of Cups in reverse. You might be also in a prideful state of mind right now where you need to get out of your own space and kind of, it's not even necessarily about sympathy, but it's about understanding the broader theme that's happening in your life right now. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. You're a human being living a human experience, and you're learning a lesson, right? And so if someone wronged you, they didn't really wrong you, they wronged themselves. And if there is a perception of them wronging you that's incorrect, and maybe you just don't understand where they were coming from, then you can open yourself up to that possibility. Or just open yourself up to the possibility, period, that like nothing's actually wrong. You're in the right place at the right time, learning the right lesson. I'm going to continue. Surrender your pride so that you are coming from a loving space. If you've made choices that weren't for the highest good, admit it. Through this honesty, you are releasing any karmic bonds or anchors of fear from your energy. Take the time, and that's why I was saging earlier. This is all making so much more sense. Take the time to learn from this situation. And if you are involved in any legal issues, know that Lady Portia and the angels of justice are gathering round to honor everyone involved. Wow. With this judgment card, this is tying it. This is tying it, guys. So that's another confirmation. If you are having legal issues, or if you are having like some sort of like battle where, you know, it's you and this other person, or you and this other energy, and you're fighting against your job or your partner or your family, truth will be revealed always. Okay? So it's important that you find the truth in you. Like it said in the extended message, your truth that you uncover within yourself comes from releasing the pride. You might feel like it's your duty to be right, or it's your duty to hold on to some sense of righteousness because you know you have good intentions and you know you're a great person. And you are. And you do. And you can still make mistakes. And you can still, have mishaps and have parts of yourself that aren't fully healed. And so sometimes your shadow comes out and you project a version of yourself that's there as a form of protection for your ego. Because we all do that. Everybody does. So you don't have to be 100% right 100% of the time, because guess what? You're not. You can't be. This is a lesson on reality, realness, right? And this has been coming up a lot for me. Reality. We feel like reality is like abundance and peace. Yeah, and also pain and also grief, right? It's all real. So your higher self, and the version of yourself, and the version of your reality that is at its highest form, still has issues. And we don't talk about that enough. You know, we talk about our higher self as if our higher self is like perfect. And I guess it depends on the way how you're thinking about this, but I'm speaking of the higher, like in this lifetime, your highest self that will exist in this lifetime, that could exist in this lifetime on this earth. Not like your spirit version of, you know, the higher self that has no ego and does no wrong. I'm talking about your highest self in existence, that ever will be in existence. That version still has issues. The best you could ever be is still flawed. And I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I was about to, but I'm not wrong. The best version of yourself that you could possibly be is still flawed. So accepting that is to also accept the highest version of yourself. You haven't fully come into the highest version of yourself because you're rejecting the part of yourself that has done something wrong, or that can do something wrong, or that will do something wrong. Ooh. Okay, that was my little extended message. I'm glad we pulled this card to bring a little clarity to the message. Because regardless of all of that, you still have something coming in for you. Because like it said, right? Lady Portia comes to provide justice and what is due. And I know you're not only due punishment. That's for sure. That's impossible. My collective, no. If you resonate with me at all, you have good intentions at the very least. And those intentions will be rewarded as well. You don't have to be perfect. I think that's the overall statement of this message. You don't have to be perfect. Things don't have to be perfect. But you are perfect. Perfectly imperfect in this moment. and you have something amazing on the way. You have an amazing reality that's on its way to you, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. I love you. I'm going to go ahead and end the message right there. That feels good. That feels right. If you want to book a personal session with me, I will put it in the description box below. Go ahead and like this video if you like it. Leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you want to be updated with my videos. I am starting to post more consistently. So I look forward to reading for you in the future, and I will see you later. Bye.